I want to check out this boat that's been docked outside of PNC Park since the summertime. It's been abandoned and apparently it's starting to sink, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Alright, so just for a little backstory, at the beginning of January, Colin Dunlap, the host of the Fan Morning Show, posted this tweet asking, does anyone know what the story is with this boat? And people started giving him pictures of the boat, and a lot of people were wondering what the story was, why this boat was just sitting out there. So here's a guy that said that he used to own the boat for 3 years. And these tweets got a lot of replies from interested people around Pittsburgh just wondering what's the story. So we got this email and it says, I'm the owner of what you call the pleasure boat tied up on the North Shore by PNC Park. Though the infamy you've given the boat is flattering, I ask that you stop referring to my boat as abandoned. I know it's crazy that it's there this time of year, and I'd be willing to share its story. I want you and your listeners to understand it's not abandoned. It's being visited routinely. The authorities are aware of it, and efforts to take care of it have been ongoing for quite some time. It goes on to say, I urge you to discourage people from visiting the boat while unsupervised. The last thing I want is people to get hurt. Well, wait till you see what happens to me, folks. He goes on to say, once again, I appreciate the notoriety, and I would love for you in the morning show to join me on the boat on opening day, since she's not moving until Nutting sells the team. So this seems to be a protest against Bob Nutting. And then a week ago, I saw this tweet, unconfirmed reports that the boat is in a real bad way. So people posted pictures and the boat apparently sank. You can see it's just peeking out of the river there. But then a few days later, the boat is floating again. So I'm really curious, what's the deal with this boat? I want to go down and see what the heck is going on. I'm going to check it out for myself, so I'm going to take you along with me.
Can't get down to the Riverwalk because of all the flooding. It's left a big mess of mud. Luckily, they leave the gates open at PNC Park so people can walk through during the workday. So the only place that's accessible is the Riverwalk out here. You can't get into any of the seating areas, but it's still pretty cool. All right, and there it is, the abandoned boat that was apparently underwater for a little bit, but now it is, looks like it's still floating there. I don't really know what the purpose of leaving this here would be, except for, I guess the owner of the boat said he's going to leave it there until Nutting sells the team. So it's his own personal way of protest. I'm going to walk down and see if I can get a closer look at that boat. You can see that they cleaned up for the winter. Everything's kind of put away at PNC Park. All the tables and concession stands that are usually out here on the Riverwalk are all piled up inside of the gates there. You can get a quick look at the field, see if anything's different. We were just down here not too long ago for Pirates Fest. Pirates Fest was held at PNC Park this year, so we were here in December, so it's been about a month and a couple weeks, but everything looks pretty much the same. That area. And that's basically it. Got to go out the gates now because no other part of PNC is open. I'm going to see if I can get down to the Riverwalk. They don't have this closed off, this ramp, so I'm assuming that I'm allowed down here. Check out all the ice. It's like wiped out signs. There's a big ice jam on the river. This is what's left of it. I'm surprised that the boat has survived all that ice. Looks like the vegetation out here outside of PNC Park is not doing too good. They used to have the tall razor grass in there, and it's kind of in a bad way. You can see how far up the water came. Water came the whole way up to where I'm about walking right now, almost to the couple feet from PNC Park. And there's the boat. At one time it was underwater. I saw it on Instagram underwater. Wonder if I can go take a look at it. Pretty muddy. All right, well, that was a terrible idea. You probably saw me go down. I fell down, slid the whole way down to the bank. Then I couldn't get out. The mud is so soft. I tried there. I tried using that log. Everywhere I tried, it was just so muddy that I kept sliding right back down. So I had to go the whole way to the end and come around, come back and get my phone. Try to get out there too. You can see the slide marks. Check out my pants. Check out my hands. Good thing I'm done with work today, because I would look pretty silly going back into school covered in mud. Anyway, there's a look at the boat. Still afloat. I wonder how long it's going to be there. All because I wanted to get a better shot. Maybe I could find some snow and clean my hands off in. Alright, let's hope I don't go down again. Looks like a couple people slid out there. I'm gonna go up underneath here. Try to take the safe way. Yeah, there's a reason the river's blocked off, people. Don't try to be like me. So look at some of the ice chunks. There's like a bunch of people taking a picture of them, like staring at me. I'm covered in mud. Alright, luckily there's still some snow, so I'm going to clean up here a little bit. Don't try that, folks. If the river's closed, just stay away from it. Look at all that mud. Yeah.